Hey y'all, forgiveness is such a simple concept, isn't it? So simple, in fact, that I bet a lot of you have even tuned out of this video now because you already think you know I'm headed. These concepts, they can be they can become so dangerously simplified that we even forget what they mean. They use their rhythm for us. There's a TV show a while back that perfectly illustrates what I'm talking about. You may have heard of it. It's Full House. And for those of you who haven't heard of it, watch it. It's a great show. But anyway, this episode, the twins, Nick and Alex, are mad at Michelle for something that she done. And the whole episode pretty much revolves around trying to get the boy to forgive himself. There's a great skit that where they try to illustrate, okay, no matter what people do to you, you should forgive them, no matter what they do. It's really hilarious. It goes a little bit too far, but it's hilarious. The wife stops it before I can get to that point. But it's ending that always strikes me. The mom goes, okay, will you forgive myself? And the twins simply say, we can't. Well, why not? We don't know what forgive means. Now it'd be easy for us to disregard that and just yap it off and say, oh, that's so cute. They're just, they don't know what forgiveness means. They haven't been taught that yet. That's so cute. It's easy for us to just brush it off. But it got me thinking, do we know what forgiveness means? Most of the time, sadly, we don't. We don't know what forgiveness means, unfortunately. It's sad, but that's reality. I'm gonna walk you through a couple things that forgiveness isn't, and then at the end of this, we'll look at scripture and what it has to say about this whole forgiveness concept. If you have a friend and they wronged you somehow, and you're like, okay, I forgive you, but then a couple months later, or even years later, you do something wrong to them, or they do something wrong to you, and you're like, hey, remember that time you did something to me? Yeah, you do something wrong to me. I'm gonna need a pass for this, 'cause I forgave you that one time. What you did was so deplorable and so despicable to me. I'm forgive but never forget. That's the old saying, and that's what demonstrated right there. Not even as a Christian, as a human being, that's not what I'd want. That's not what I'd want forgiveness to be about for me. That's not what I want to live by. That old forgive and forgive, that old forgive but never forget doesn't work. That's not a true friendship either. If your friendship is just built upon conditions and favors, that's not a true friendship. A true friend would forgive you for anything that you've done and not do those things, not try to hold it over your head, not try to guilt you, not try to do anything like that. Second thing, same example, but only this time your friend said, okay, I'll forgive you, but on one condition, you have to do something for me. That's not what forgiveness is either. And that's not what I want forgiveness to be about for me or for anyone. So what does Scripture have to say about this? If you have your Bibles, this is really worth reading. Bibles or Android device, Hebrews 8:12. Now, just to set it up a little bit, Hebrews 8:12, this is the Israelite that God's talking to. Okay, that was just a little exposition for you so you know what's going on. Once again, that's Hebrews 8:12. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness and their sin and their lying deeds I remember no more. Did you hear that? Their sins and their lying deeds he will remember no more. And remember, this is Israel we're talking about here. These are the people who made a golden image. These are the people who made Moses mask the 10 Commandments against the mountain. And these are the people who complain endlessly, saying, why don't we go back to Egypt? We had it so much better in Egypt. Why don't we go back to Egypt? All that. But even so, God still says, I will forgive them. Not only that, but I will forgive them, and I'm going to cast their sins as far as the east is from the west. I'm not going to remember them anymore. And yes, they bring them up to me. I'm just going to blot it out. I'm just going to wipe the slate clean. I'm not going to remember what they did against me anymore. Well, the Bible makes it abundantly clear. And God makes it abundantly clear. That is what forgiveness is. Forgiveness has no ultimatum. Forgiveness has no condition. It's just, okay, I forgive you, and it's done, it's over. Just focus on doing better next time. You say, Cody, it's easy to say that. It's easy to read that. But you don't know what my parents did to me. You don't know what my girlfriend or boyfriend or my friends have done to me. You don't. They humiliated me. I can't forgive them. They don't deserve it. And to that I say, you're right. They don't deserve it. And I don't know what you've been through. And I'm sorry for what you've been through. That should never be, humiliation should never be allowed to happen to anyone. But let me ask you something. You say they don't deserve it. Did you think about all the countless times that God had forgiven you? Did you deserve it? No, you didn't. And I'm thinking of myself here too. I didn't deserve all the things He's forgiven me for. But nevertheless, because He's merciful and because He's gracious and because He's good, He did forgive us even though we don't deserve it. That is why you should forgive the people who have wronged you. And I get it. I do. It is hard. It's next to impossible. Forgiveness is one of the hardest concepts to put action behind. But you still got to do it. Not only for them, not only for God, but for yourself. The younger you hold on to grudge, you just hold on to grudge, you can't let go of it, you just can't, you can't forgive them. You're only hurting yourself. In fact, that's holding you back. That's holding you back from what you could be, that grudge. I will say this also. Though people have wronged you, if you don't forgive them, and I'm not trying to give you an ultimatum or anything here, I'm not trying to guilt you, I'm not trying to pump up your ego or anything, but if you don't forgive them, then they win. They always have control. They always have this control, this power over you because you hold a grudge against them. A couple of things on how to forgive and then I'll be done. How do you forgive someone who's wronged you? Well, a couple of things. Number one, and these going over to here. Number one, pray for the strength to forgive them. Pray that, God, I know they hurt me, but I also know you're saying it's time to forgive them. Lord, give me strength, give me courage, give me wisdom to forgive them. Secondly, pray for them too. Pray that they will be receptive to your forgiveness. Now that doesn't always happen, and I'm sorry, but you can just pray about that they will be receptive to your forgiveness. And if you forgive them, it doesn't matter whether they choose to accept it or not. You've done what God expected of you. You've done your job. Go out and live your life. You did it. You did probably the hardest thing that any person on this planet has ever had to do, and that is forgive someone who has wronged them, someone who's been so terrible to them. Just remember, you don't need their acceptance. You have God's. God's so proud of you, and so am I. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the video, taking time out of your day to listen to this. I hope this has helped some people. I really had fun doing this, and I'm really looking forward to where we go in the next couple weeks. I hope you stay with me. God loves you, and I'll be praying for all of you. I'll see you next week. God bless you.